Well, I'm just going to cast this anyway, guys. I'm going to cast this anyway. How much we can do. It is going to be Frostbite between TRICKJUMP and Ducks. And we are going to start off with the Ducks on the attack. They are going to get that double engineer plant down on the first stage. The door has gone down. And we are seeing airstrikes on top by TRICKJUMP. That's going to no doubt be Mata trying to get that frag in. He is going to be able to get that frag towards the ladder. Sepes maybe pushing through that back wall is going to get taken down. And the players... there's no ETTV, unfortunately, no. The allied players are pushing up the ladder. Blade with the Panzer isn't going to be able to pick up that frag. I'm not sure about pushing so close. Doesn't have to push so close there. As we do see the frags coming in. The push may be coming into this lower area. Telly is in position. And lagged the hell out right now. There we go, sound. Have sound. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. So we've got Mata getting that MP40 frag. The sound hurts is kind of messing me up, but... Oh no. He's getting shot in the back here in courtyard. I need to tell him because it's going to be constant. This is LANs in 2015, boys and girls. Here comes the push towards courtyards. Sorry, towards the spawn. The double rifle grenade is going to come out from Telly, pushing on this spawn side. As the plant has gone down, objective picked up by the allied team, maybe pushing through their service door. And I'm going to actually mute the sound until it's fixed because it is so bad right now. Getting constant feedback from that. The objective is down on the service door. It is going to be Flop to pick it up. He is going to be able to push through the office, trying his best. Trying his best to get his team on the board. It does look like they're going to maybe potentially set a really good time here. The Allied Axis team are going to try and get through, but the up top push from Flop is going to get taken down. Double kill comes out from Yoko's sniper rifle, but the triple airstrike from Blade is going to be able to shut that down. But a time set of 2 minutes 43 is absolutely amazing. I'm not sure whose map choice this was, but that was just that is a brilliant start for the Ducks team. That is a brilliant start for the Ducks team, and TRICKJUMP will just know they've got to pull something really good out of the bag. Otherwise, well, they're in trouble. It's not ideal. Basically, the problem we've got at this LAN event is they did not really think too much about ETTV or outside broadcast. I think maybe the game has started as well. I completely missed that. Sepes is going to be able to push through the backside. I'm going to see if these fix the sound. I think he might have. They're going to be able to push through the backside. It is going to be a two-man push in that area. As the push going up top. Every time he brings out the stats, it lags out the stream. Oh, this is he alt-tabbed there. Might have alt-tabbed. I think he did. Okay. Hopefully fixed. Hopefully fixed. Here comes the push from Sepes, pushing through towards the spawn area. There isn't much time left on the clock. 1 minute 40 seconds left. They have got the Germans to deal with on this objective. It has fixed the sound. Harosh. As we do have a Panzer at this back spawn, deciding to take his time with the lean. As I'm going to just turn the sound down a little bit. We are going to have a push through courtyard from the TRICKJUMP team. They are running out of time. 1 minute 20 on the clock to actually get a time here. They have to beat this time to get the first map. Otherwise, it will be a first map victory for the Ducks. Nice frag comes in for Shaman on that spawn side. He decides to kill out. The pushes are going to come now towards courtyard, towards spawn. As the Germans are quite set up on this service side. Fireball is going to be able to get that frag in, and Fireball got a lot of experience here on Frostbite. We also have Mata for the for the TRICKJUMP team in a similar situation where he's got a lot of experience. So 45 seconds remain. This is pretty much the last push. The last push. TRICKJUMP's map choice from what I understand. And they're going to be very disappointed if they don't get that map. They've played it a little bit risky. They've gone for that early map choice where it's can be a bit of a risky map sometimes. There's 20 seconds remain. I think this is going to be GG. It is going to be a 2-0 lead for Ducks. So quick, so early. We are going to go on to Ducks map choice after this. I'm not sure what their map choice is going to be. In the first game, I've got no idea what they picked against Brainstorm. It is going to be a 2-0 lead. This wasn't great. This wasn't great. It wasn't the fun cast. There were problems. There were issues. It seems to be fixed now. We make the best of a bad situation, guys. It's all good. It's all good. This is better than no cast at all. Trust me. It's much better than not seeing this game. Okay. Imagine we didn't see this game and Merlin's sitting here for 2 hours, 3 hours. I got up at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and I would have been so mad that I got up that early to not see any games. So I'm watching games. It's all good. So we are on to Gold Rush, and this is the map choice of the Ducks. Now for me, this is Ducks saying they respect TRICKJUMP. They're going to try and take them down on one of their favourable maps. The Ducks team have to pick a different map in the upper bracket final if they get there. So we're going to see what they've got. It is going to be TRICKJUMP on the attack. A full hold here would be the end. The end of the semi-final for TRICKJUMP. So quickly as well. This game already, a 2-0 lead for Ducks. We are going to see Dialer off the start. He is going to plow all the way in towards side. Pan's actually off towards main. Yoko picks up that frag onto Stray. No mine down on that main area for Stray. The Germans are ready for the push. Stray has been picked up. The revive did come in. And we are seeing Fireball loop around from side, maybe from back, to try and slow them down on that main area. So they do know that there's a 4-5 man push for TRICKJUMP outside main. TRICKJUMP also do have the benefit of slightly warming up here on Gold Rush, as they did play against the Erase team here earlier on in their quarterfinal game. We are watching Blade. He is on this main area. You normally on the main area have a big gun. Now, if you history, you've got Mouse. You've got players like Mouse and Reload who always played the main area. But Blade gets eliminated, insta-gibbed by Telly, and this is what they need. 2 guys out for full, unless that revive comes in. Brilliant stuff from Telly. He's going to be able to pick up that give once more. The push from TRICKJUMP is coming in. They've only got a couple more players to deal with. Stray picks up that double frag. He is going to take fire from that back area, but he has managed to shut down the engineer on the initial push. And he waits. He waits. Nice artillery comes down. That's actually from the allies. That could backfire. The Axis are going to push out. Build is going to come in. Bad grenade. He was shot to the side. The tank build is going to come in from Zebhes. And the TRICKJUMP team have got their hands on the tank here within the first minute and a half, which is not too bad at all. We are going to see clean-up frags coming out for Shaman. He is going to be able to pick up 1 or 2 players. He's got a 3rd player to deal with. He is going to get shut down. Telly in position at this barrier. He doesn't want to let this get built up. And TRICKJUMP are under a lot of pressure in this game. A lot of pressure. And they really need to just steady themselves. Nice shot from Telly. Nice shot from Telly. He is in position to maybe get another shot. We're going to scope out other players on the TRICKJUMP team. 3 players for Ducks on the bridge already. They are moving towards that build. Double engineer build coming in. No problems for the engineers here for the Axis team. And that is going to be a sort of saving grace for the Axis. They kind of needed to have a reasonable defense here at barrier to have any decent chance of setting the time. Their first stage defense was only 1.5 minutes, not really ideal. You need at least 3 minutes. The plant has gone down on the barrier. I don't think it's actually going to slow down the tank by too much. And you're going to see Flop go in for that defuse. He is going to get shut down. Telly moves in with that rifle, and he's going to shut him down with the big gun. He's moved down to the truck. He's going to surprise an engineer here. It's going to be Flop to get taken down. Nice play from Telly. No medics in position. He's going to get the backup and Matter as well. Really nice push from TRICKJUMP in this lower area. The revive may be going to come in on 1 or 2 players there. Blade was in position, but slowed them down quite a lot. The tank has moved past the barrier. The damage on the tank is vital on this stage, so let's see what they can do. Prepared instantly after being destroyed. CP is in neutral hands, so Dyler, after destroying that, is going to try and keep control. We saw maybe 1 or 2 engineers pushing in that lower area to go towards the CP there. Yoko now just trying to keep control of the balcony room. He does get taken down by Fireball. The tank has been destroyed, but it might be slightly bugged. I'm not sure of the situation there. Nice rifle comes out from Flop. Doesn't actually connect. A lot of damage would have been put out towards that engineer though on the side area. And now the Axis team need to get back into position. Artillery frag comes out. It's going to be a matter to take down Fireball. Sebhurst is in annoying position, just camping the top of the ladder. He has got medic support as well. He's using that area advantage to his advantage. The CP has been destroyed, and Sebhurst is in position to get that built up. So the forward spawn is going to be in Allied hands. They just have to get the truck into a tank into position. Strike at second arch. Can it pick anyone up? It is. Mata is going to be able to pick up that big 2-man kill. Revive did come in. I'm not sure if the other player got gived or not. And that is going to actually help out the TRICKJUMP team quite a lot, at least holding the Ducks back. They didn't respawn. The tank got into position, but they did not respawn at CP. They respawn back, and that's going to hurt them. That's going to hurt them. Stray in position at this bank. He's going to be able to take down 1. That was a nice shot from Stray. He is looking towards these barrel areas. He has been shooting well this weekend. I have said Stray's been playing very well, especially in a 3-on-3. In 6-on-6, he doesn't need to maybe play as well, but or at least there's less focus on the fact. He hasn't been too bad. Nice shot from Flop from first. So the Axis, the Ducks team need to just steady themselves, whereas the TRICKJUMP team just need to keep on rolling because so far they have completely destroyed the Ducks' defense. 5 minutes onto the bank stage. The gold will soon be in their hands, unless the Germans can shut them down. Blade picks up a double. Cresty as well. This third arch defense and second doing really good work. Nice headshot again from Stray. Pushing towards first was one of the allied players. I think he's going to be able to make it through actually. A bit of a push coming towards first. Flop is in, Blade is in position. He is going to be able to get 1 frag, 2 frags. Make that, nearly 3. The pistol doing a lot of damage on towards that field up. And 4 TRICKJUMP players pushing across the top towards this bank area are going to try to get into position. They have got Telly as well. The rifle's going to be able to put a shot on towards second arch, but Fireball in position at bank is going to be able to get that double frag. Big Panther comes out from Mata, and that's going to be 2 guys out for 20 seconds. Yoko's moving in towards third arch. He needs to get his hand on the objective. He isn't that sort of objective player. That's always the issue. But he's that big fragger. Can he pick up the frag on Flop? He does. And that's going to force 1 player out of position at the very least. At the very least. 1 player left in bank. 5 players respawning for Ducks. TRICKJUMP are moving in towards third as well. Sebes is in the bank area. He will come up against Stray. He is going to get taken down by a team kill. Telly will just be face palming there. I think both players may be out for spawn. He might have self-killed too late. He hasn't. He has just come off the bridge. But he definitely took down his teammate. Unfortunately, as the push was going towards third, it did look like they were going to be able to get their hands on the gold as well. Strike on towards the first arch of the spawn. The call will no doubt have come out though. Unlucky for Dyler. I don't think they would have picked up anyone anyway. Push across the top. Telly's got the rifle ready. No one at those that old MG. Third arch is going to get taken down. Stonage just... Well, that can't be Stonage. That can't be Stonage. He's in pieces. He's in pieces. As I don't actually think Stonage is at the event. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure he's not in the 6-on-6 team, is he? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong. I didn't pick up too much of the Ducks yesterday. As in nothing. As we are seeing TRICKJUMP take over the Axis spawn a little bit, and Dyler's in the second arch area. The time is slightly favouring the Axis now. They've managed to train down half the clock. Sebes is going to be able to pick up the objective. He is going to get dropped by Stray. The objective might get returned, but the revive won't come in actually. Stray in position. Telly with another team kill. He is in position to pick up the objective though. He will stream out a bank, no doubt. Cresty picks up that double frag. Make that a triple for Cresty. He is in position to shut down the objective as well. Fireball is on hand to do that. And the objective has been secured once more. So the Germans, the Ducks, are the ones to come out on top on this stage. They have added a lot of time to the clock. As you see the push from the Allied team going towards that long area. Does run into Cresty. And he picks up an artillery. Double artillery frag. Cresty just in the last 45 seconds has picked up like 8 or 9 kills. Really, really important play from him. And they spotted the Covey. They must have spotted the Covey. And that's just going to be... not going to see him push forward. But that's just going to be a bit of a distraction. So he's going to at least force a couple of the trick jump team. Look at them. They're at the truck. They're not aware. They're not fully aware of the fact that FlopG's didn't push. So they had to play defensive. And that's just going to slow them down. Third Arch is still very, very much set up. A nice shooting by Cresty. He is coming to sort of like the top of his game in the 6on6 tournament playoffs. Playoffs day is when you want Cresty to be playing well if you're in a team with him. Groups not so important. It is fairly important, but not so important. 3-on-3 is quite important, but the 6on6 playoffs is very important. And it has to be said, the last event, Reborn LAN, Cresty wasn't on fire on that day 3. It came to the playoffs and he wasn't really hitting those shots. So we are going to see if the Trick Jump team can break through this defense, because at the moment it looks so strong. It looks so strong. German efficiency at its finest. Subscribe from his account. Yeah, don't do that. Let's not do that. So we have got the German set up at this third arch. At the moment, Trick Jump really not doing much to break them down. Yoko's Panzer comes in, does insta-gib Cresty, but does a bit of damage onto 1 or 2 other players. Stonage is going to be able to get in that frag. I'm not sure how many Trick Jump players are still alive. One player is actually in the bank. Sebhes taking a lot of damage from Fireball. Fireball also playing very well today. He is going to get dropped though. Fireball is going to give up the objective. Sebhes has got in his hands. They need to get this objective through. It isn't going to happen. Sebhes taken down by Stonage, who is still lurking around at third arch. And it does look like this could go on to be a full hold. And if it's a full hold, it's GG. Trick Jump have to get a time on the board. No pressure. No pressure at all. You have to get a time on the board. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what the time is. Matter is making it. He is underneath the bridge. He is going towards the truck. And there is no one in position. It does look like Trick Jump are going to get a time. It isn't going to be brilliant, but it's a time on the board. No push for the engineers of the Ducks team to get that build in. And we are going to see Cresty again. Cresty going to get taken down. Truck has moved past the barrier. Stonage picks up a double frag, and the Trick Jump team aren't really getting slowed down at all, as the truck is just going to keep on rolling on. No slowdown at all from Ducks. This is poor play. Even if you slow them down by 5 or 10 seconds, throw your lives away. It doesn't matter. There we go. The truck has finally stopped. The truck has finally stopped. Nice try by Sebhes. Doesn't manage to make the truck move at all, but at least distract him a little bit. Diving around with his packs in his hands, wasting their ammo. Respawn's going to come in. The next spawn for the Allies is coming in. Sebhes taken down by Cresty's grenade, and any time that the Ducks add to the clock at this stage is ideal. As you see another crush come in. Telly this time. What is going on? We have seen quite a few crushes on Gold Rush. What can I say? And Telly's girlfriend said he couldn't find another girl. Well, he found a crush. Is that a joke? I don't know. I have no idea. Here comes the push of the truck. They should be able to set a time of around about 12.5 minutes. It isn't amazing. It isn't amazing. But it is a time. It was vital. They couldn't get full held here. If they got full held, it was GG for sure. This is Ducks map choice as well. And Ducks on attack can be very strong. 12 minutes 24 is on the clock. Looking at the scores, we have 30 frags coming for Cresty. 4.7k damage. 30 frags coming out also for Fireball. Lots and lots of damage for these guys. A bit of an even spread for the Trick Jump team. 92 to 134. 134 kills. And then the damage is 20k to pretty much 20k to 18k, so it was very close. The early stage of this map, TRICKJUMP had full control. They got the tank. They got the tank all the way down onto the bridge. They had CP. They had it all in 4.5, 5 minutes. That is very, very fast. And it took them another 9 minutes, to 8-9 minutes to actually get the last bit. That's a very small bit. So here we go. This is my config. Looks a bit more pretty. Thank you so much to Outlaw and Insane at the LAN. Seriously, the only reason we saw any games early on was because those guys were camming. And it is going to be TRICKJUMP. They are on defense. They have to pick up the big frags here. They have to pick up that defense. There is only 11 minutes, 45 seconds to defend. Only. They get a good first stage here. It could make the biggest difference ever. Here comes the aggression from the Axis, pushing up towards the spawn side. As the TRICKJUMP team are going to set up. I actually forgot for a second I was camming. I was like, okay, let's see what happens. You can change the quality settings. Awesome, that's good news. You're not going to see this push towards side. You're going to see Mata pick up a frag. He isn't going to be able to get that second one. Flopcheese picks up that double frag and he's going to be able to push in through side. No Gibbs. I think one Gib may be coming in for the German. Blade's going to be able to get it down in artillery, but the push on through back. Stray's going to be able to get the build onto the tank. Where is the TRICKJUMP defense on that tank? Nowhere to be seen. 11 minutes remaining. They have picked it up at exactly the same time after 1.5 minutes. They picked it up after 1.5 minutes. That is really, really impressive. To equal your opponent is a great thing to do. Can they do the same on the bridge? We've got Blade in position. He has been seen by the ungib body here. Artillery has gone down. Telly is going to get dropped. No call that there's a field up on the bridge. No call. You're going to see the nade over the top. Nice nade from Blade. Is it going to be able to hit anybody? It does. Mata taken down. He does walk over a mine though. Sebes in position. He is aware that there could be 1 or 2 Axis players underneath this, allied players, sorry, underneath the CP. They are going to try and get into their position. We do know that the TRICKJUMP team like to be in that up top position. Pushing from the towards the barrier is going to be Dyler maybe for that build. As he isn't going to get taken down yet. Double frag, triple frag coming out from Dyler, but they need to get the charge in. It has reset, and I don't think they're going to be able to build this up in time. Panther comes out from Cresty, shuts down Dyler, and the tank is going to roll on past the barrier. No barrier defense for the Axis team, but we didn't see much of a defense on the barrier for the Ducks team. The TRICKJUMP guys just need to steady themselves, just need to calm the nerves. Because that last stage is all going to be about that last stage, always would be. So the score is 2-0, and the time set by the Ducks was pretty decent. 12.5. Sorry, the time defended by Ducks was pretty decent. 12.5 minutes. Flop is going to be able to pick up a big double rifle grenade after Stonage gets a frag in after that. At the moment, it does look like Ducks are in control, but we did see the same from TRICKJUMP. So TRICKJUMP just need to set up a bank. They need to get into position. Blade had the airstrike out. They got quite lucky there. They got pretty lucky there. 3 guys still here at first arch. Cresty's going to be able to pick up a frag with that Panzer again. They haven't got control at CP, so no build just yet. It does come in. The respawn's going to come in for the Ducks, the allied team. They haven't destroyed the tank, and TRICKJUMP just... The basics have gone out the window for TRICKJUMP. They don't seem to be doing anything the way they probably intended at the moment. Push coming across the top from Ducks. We've got Telly in position at bank. He is going to be able to take down 1. 2 frags for him. He is all alone. All alone. Here comes the frags. Cresty pushing towards this third arch. He has got a bit of support. I think that's Cresty with the objective in his hand. It's actually going to be Blade. Blade's just going to push all the way across the top. He has got the support of Flop on first arch as well. No one to slow Blade down. He is going to be able to make it to the truck. Shots are going to come on towards him, and this is almost definitely going to be GG. The barrier has to get built, and the barrier has to be defended for 7 minutes 50 seconds. It's going to go past the barrier, and Ducks are going to move on to the upper bracket final. Again, TRICKJUMP letting themselves down. This was not a good performance. You have to ask questions. You have to ask these questions. But TRICKJUMP really did not perform to the standard we've seen them perform online. It looked like they're just nervous. Really basic things are going out the window. They're not getting to position on time. You need to steady calm those nerves. I know these they're up against LAN veterans. The Ducks have been to like multiple LAN events together. There's going to be no nerves as a team there. Whereas you look at the TRICKJUMP team, they have got people who've never been to LAN before. Mata, Yoko, these guys are fresh, and it can just a little bit overwhelm you on your first event. Everyone remembers their first event. It can be a little bit overwhelming. They're going to have to pull off one of the best defenses of all time to be able to hold on to this. They're going to have to pull off one of the best defenses of all time. I'm watching the Ducks. They are underneath the bridge. They are behind that truck. They're moving in for the kill. They only need to just escort it up the hill and towards the first allied spawn. And they've won. 6 minutes and 36 seconds remain. They are going to pick up the frags as well. The truck is going to keep rolling on. Yoko is going to be able to pick up that double frag. 2 players in position. Patterns is going to whiff. It's not going to be able to hit anything. That was a pretty tight angle. Strike's actually going to be a bit too far behind. Does actually manage to take down Stonehenge with 6 minutes 19 seconds on the clock. I would eat my hat if this was defended. Flop is going to be able to pick up a double kill, pushing towards that truck. Going to aim for that triple shaman. Last man alive. Double frag actually comes out from Mata. Luger frags. But I can't see this being enough. And this is probably the best we've seen TRICKJUMP play. The second they've lost the game, they know they've lost the game, they start playing well. And I think it's just a little bit of a case of nerves. And they need to sort it out because they're going to be playing a big game later on. They've got a lower bracket to go to now. They've lost 4-0 here. But I think everyone did. Sonny, should I say? I think everybody expect TRICKJUMP to just put up a little bit of a better fight. They just didn't perform. We saw individually they performed pretty well. They performed individually as a team. It just wasn't there as a team. Everyone was going to wrong places. It seemed a bit nervous. It's a mixture of TRICKJUMP maybe a little bit nervous and the Ducks just having no nerves. Just steel, basically. Steel in the veins. Let me think about it. Rolled by the Germans. It pretty much was, and that's how, if you give them a chance, the Ducks will roll you over. They are that good. 42 frags for Fireball. 44 frags for Cresty. These guys were shooting like beasts. Blade as well, 6.9k damage. The damage is pretty much the same, so you can see they're performing as an individuals shooting fine. But everything on a team level was just falling apart. We saw people not getting to the bank on time. They were getting taken out of position. Now you saw the same thing happen to Ducks. TRICKJUMP attacked very well on their first stages. They seemed very up for it. But the second Ducks got on their last stage, they steadied themselves, and this is what TRICKJUMP didn't do. And that's experience for you. That's the only difference. That's a little bit of experience for you.